You must know who you are, but you must also know what you want. And when you know what you want, you never settle for less. Never settle for less than what you want. So if you want $100, you're not taking 99, you're not taking 95, you're not taking 80, you are taking only 100. That's 120%, nothing less. Because when you settle for less, you're going to get less. You're going to achieve less. But you were born to be great, and you were born to accomplish great things. But you can only do that if you know who you are, and if you only settle for the best.
You will not begin to make your dreams become a reality until you become your own advocate, until you become your own savior.
Set your standard, and don't settle for anything less than your standard.
Right on. Fuck it up.
Effort, which is between you and you. Nobody else can give you effort.
It's on you. That as you look out where you want to go, it's on you to decide to move you from there.
The only thing keeping you from getting it is you. Your success is directly related to your effort.
Effort is isolated. The reason why effort is isolated, because nobody can dictate it. Effort is 100% in the mind. No coach, no player, nobody else can do it. It's about understanding, I'm gonna make the play or I'm gonna watch the play be made. It's simple. Fight your fight.
You need to know that there is nothing that you want to do that you can't get. There is nothing that you want to do that you can't achieve.
1 in 6 doesn't define who you are. What defines who you are is what you do when you're 1 in 6. Give everything you got today, not because of the scoreboard.
Evaluate where you are. Assess yourself and assess the situation. What brought you there? What role did you play? What has brought you to this point? What did you learn from it? Are you going through it or are you growing through it? Are you bigger and better because of it?
We call it life or death. If you want to live a good, long, flourishing life, you got to push back. You can't just give in. You got to push back.
It's not going to be easy. When you want to change, it's not easy. If it were in fact easy, everybody would do it. But if you're serious, you'll go all out. So yes, I'm going to turn this situation around. I'm not going to sit back and moan and cry over what happened and what went wrong and who did what. I'm going to do something about this situation. If it's hard, there's something that you're facing, some decision, you got to make something you're handling, and it's very difficult, very challenging. Here's what I'm suggesting. It's not going to be a cakewalk. You can't stroll to your goal. Once you take that into account, face the fact it's hard and go through with it. Do what you got to do. Do it. Because what you become in the process, if you hang in there, what you become as a person, the kind of spiritual growth, personal growth, the kind of commitment, the kinds of things things that you have within you now showing and revealing themselves that you would have not have known was there had you not gone through this. The harder the challenge, the greater the growth.
Do all that you can this day. Give it all. Spend yourself. If you could do more sprints, do more sprints. But when it's done, it's done. If you can't get up out of bed, that means that there's nothing in your life that is so important that you can't just get your ass up out of bed. You have nothing to live for, quite frankly. Because when you are moving towards something that's important to you, when you've got a big vision, you don't want to sit down. You can't rest. Every single waking moment of your day is dedicated to moving forward, and sleep is a waste of fucking time, right? And physiologically, of course, Elliot Hulse would say, well, you need sleep, it supports your hormones. But what I'm saying is that your vision, your mission, your goal, the bigger picture, how you're going to support other people, what you're going to build, create, and offer to the world means far more than a few extra hours of sleep. It doesn't matter how you feel, it doesn't matter if you're tired, it doesn't matter if you're overwhelmed. You find out a fucking way to overcome that challenge of your feelings, and you make that shit happen. You understand?
We live in a world that we want to be as comfortable as we can. Our whole life is set up in the path of least resistance. We don't want to suffer. We don't want to feel discomfort.
We need to embrace the fact that it's hard, not avoid it. You got to fortify yourself and say, come on with it. It's hard, then handle it. I've got to step into it. Take a stand. Anybody, it takes courage to live, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to be faced with a series of opposition, all kind of obstacles in your path. Yes, all kind of hurdles you're going to have to overcome. But as you do that, the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. As you do that, as you go through that, when you come through, ladies and gentlemen, when you come through that valley, when you come through that fight, there'll be a look in your eyes that everybody will know this is a different person here.
Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become.
You gotta find something within. And when you find out what your why is,
you don't sleep day or night to get it. Because every second spent not doing so is time wasted.
People who are running toward their dreams, life has a special kind of meaning.
when you find your why, you find a way to make it happen.
When there's a will, there's a way. When you truly need something, you can find a way, and you stop at nothing to reach it.
What you will realize is that you have greatness within you. What you'll realize is that you're more powerful than you can ever begin to imagine.
If it's hard, why do people do it? People who climb mountains just for the sake of it. Nobody paying them to do it, just do it. Somebody said, I'm going to run around the world. You said, why would somebody want to do that? I'm going to swim the Atlantic Channel. Why? It's got to be your passion. You got to love it, ladies and gentlemen. You got to love it. It's got to be what you are supposed to do. You do what it is you're supposed to. You're supposed to build something. You're supposed to create something. I don't know how to do it. Learn. Do whatever is required. Just go out there. It's possible you can get what you want. It's necessary. If you want it, you got to go into action. You got to be willing to experiment. You got to be willing to fail and to succeed. You got to be willing to form and develop new relationships. It's you. It's on you. You got to make that happen. Nobody's going to bring it to you on a silver platter and say, here's your dream manifested. No, it's hard. Yes, it's hard. It's difficult. Yes, right. And it's worth it.